for convenience, we eventually will see a lot of syncable passkeys in the future, especially around commercial services. Maybe not in the enterprise, but for example, for your social media accounts,
Right.
it will be more standard.
Right. And I've seen the argument made, and I do tend to agree with it myself. I'd love to get your take on this, is that when we compare syncable passkeys with a traditional password with MFA, you're still more secure with a syncable passkey just by nature of it being passkeys versus a password, right? I would agree with that statement. How about you?
Yeah, of course, because it's very simple. A password plus MFA is still phishable,
Right.
while a passkey is not phishable. So
Yep.
again, if we talk about man or advisory in the middle, you cannot sit in the middle of that authentication session and just snoop away that token because it's phishing resistant, because it will never talk to the URL other than it was registered with. So it
Yep.
won't talk to any fake URLs of any other domain. So yes, it's still way more secure than traditional username plus password or MFA.
And I'm putting my threat actor hat on here, just going down the rabbit hole. And this is probably a conversation for a whole different episode, but now I'm thinking like, okay, well, if I can't, use a custom URL, I wonder if we'll see a uptick in the amount of DNS poisoning attacks just to try and get around that whole URL requirement. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's a cat and mouse game. So
but
eventually,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
it's always a cat and mouse game, of course, between attackers and defenders. So eventually, there will be new threats against specifically passkeys. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, it's only my best guess.
Right. And again, just thinking out loud here, I took it a step further. I'm like, okay, yeah, if I do end up with a DNS poisoning attack, if I'm the attacker, I still don't have the private key that's associated with the passkey. So even that wouldn't work, So passkeys are very well thought out here. That's for sure.
Yeah. And
Yep.
I think if someone finds a way to crack it, make it non-phishing resistant, or is able to phish it, yeah, I think we have a lot of more problems to solve because it's based on good old cryptographic key pairs, right?
Yep.
So